after that, then we'll start the conversation. Yes, Kabiesi, I played that song at the beginning to set the mood for the conversation. That there is no quarrel. We are here to have a decent conversation. We want you, sir, to relax, enjoy it. It's a celebration of a great king of Yoruba land, the Oluwo of Iwo land. So thank you so much. I am aware that so many journalists have been after you. They want to only speak to the Are, and I feel very honored that you agreed to speak to me. My first question, sir, I got a picture of your childhood days in which you had a bow tie, and it shows clearly that you are an Ajebota. So how did you manage to learn about the tradition of Yoruba people?
You don't learn about tradition. It's inbred. You don't learn anything that you're born with.
Kabezi, please.
Yes.
Is it possible if we can put your handset on Do Not Disturb? I think maybe when calls come in, then it freezes. So they can quickly help to put it on Do Not Disturb.
Okay. I think I can go to the settings.
Yes, please.
And
Do Not Disturb.
Flight mode, right?
Yeah, you can put it on flight mode or no, but if you put it on flight mode, you might not have internet. But if you just put the phone itself on Do Not Disturb, that is, if you go down, you will see Do Not Disturb on the phone.
I can't find that option.
In setting.
Yeah. Okay, let me go to settings.
Yes.
Let me go to settings.
Yes.
I have to minimize you, right?
Yes, you can do that, sir. No problem. That'll be fine.
I'm going to
Yeah, that's fine, sir. That's fine. Or you look for notifications. If I think Kabisi would have to rejoin us if he's watching me. Yeah, let's do the Do Not Disturb. And also, if Kabisi can reduce the volume on the handset, the volume, I think, is also a bit too loud, so it's bouncing back. If Kabisi is hearing me, he should please reduce the volume of the handset. And then, yes, Kabisi is back. Fantastic.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear now. Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you can reduce the volume on your handset as well.
I've done that already.
Fantastic. Okay, so it will stop bouncing back. Fantastic. Yeah. So you were talking about Abinibi, that woman be or more culture and tradition.
Yeah, you have to be born with it. God is the king. I am just a representation. It's like things to do, and he cannot be there physically. So he sent one of his ministers. So, and you know, when the minister comes, you have to sit in the position in the same seat that you are reserved for the president. And he will be speaking with the authority of the president, with the clear speech of the president that day. So that's the same thing. I am not the real king. God is the king. I am just a physical representation of the real king. And that's why my palace, the king, then the palace of the king, it's the palace of God Almighty. That's why only God is being revered. Oba Ipe Meji Láàfin. It means what they mean by Oba Ipe Meji Láàfin, when the Yoruba adage that says Oba Ipe Meji Láàfin, which means there shouldn't be two kings literally, there are many kings that come to my palace that I invite them. So that adage will not work for that. What it means is that there shouldn't be anything that should be bowed for. You are not prostrating for me. You are prostrating for the throne. You're prostrating for God Almighty. I am just representing God in the physical. That's when people, when they say Kábíyèsí, I say Kábíyèsí Olódùmarè, which means when you say it to me, I will refer it to God. All glory goes back to me. And that's what the definition, and I brought that definition to preaching today. There are many things that our youth, they need to know that when new things come, we should sit down and think about it instead of criticizing or something what they are used to before. New things come. When computer comes, are we not used to it now? Why don't we reject it? New things has to come, and culture is dynamic. So that's why people need to listen and learn. When new things come, does it make sense? How is it? I am the one sent with those things. I am sent. I have a message for the Yoruba race. We are very spiritual. Our culture is the best. Our culture has been taking a lot of beating because we didn't upgrade. We don't update. If this palace was built from palm fronds, it's still a palace. But what changes in it is the style and the mold, which means I'm not going to use what my forefathers left, which is palm fronds. Today, we use bricks. We live in houses made of POP for the roof. So these are what needs to be changed, also needs to be changed in our tradition and culture. The people want us to be doing the same things that our forefathers are doing. No. What our forefathers are doing will be history, which you need to write your own history. You don't dwell on the past glories. Past glories, what they need to be doing to past glories is put them in where you put them in museums. And what do they put in museums? What they put in museums are inestimable value stuff. It means our history is very valuable. It's priceless. And that's why you keep it. Even Einstein theory doesn't work today. It's not going to work. It's the same thing when we're using kobo. It will not work today. Though it's part of our history. It's part of our history, but it's not going to be useful for us today.
It's gone.
So It's not gonna work. And that's why we're trying to tell people, especially the youth. Let me tell you, today I have some problems with some people who believe that I'm trying to rubbish the past. I will never rubbish our history. I will never rubbish our history. Yes.
Kabiyesi, before we get there, sir, we're coming. Small, slow and steady, sir. We're coming. I want to take us to the very beginning. Where were you born? Where were you born? And the history, your trajectory, going to school, and all. Tell us the history of your family before we even come to kingship at all. The very beginning.
Let me tell you, I'm born to a royal family in Oluwo, which is called the Malasan ruling family, a subsection of Base ruling dynasty. That's where I'm born to. If you start my story and my history, we will not, because
we are ready tonight, sir. We are ready to hear everything tonight, sir.
You can't finish that tonight, because
we'll try. We'll try as much as you can go.
Believe me, it's like you don't even know. I'm not going to tell you that my own story is more than yours or something like that. But believe me, I started school, Omalewa Nostrum Primary School, which is at Oritamefa, Ibadan. And
were you born in Ibadan, sir?
Yes, I was born at Adewale Hospital, Ibadan. My father was an insurance manager. He works for the Marine and General in Republic of Morocco. So, and he got to the position of a director. He was moving up, almost owning. It's called Marine and General. They deal with ships and stuff like they insure ships and general insurance. That's what my father was. And we live there in Total Garden. I don't know if almost adjacent King KS Cinema.
KS Motel.
Adjacent KS Motel.
I know the place.
House beside the place where Bova's gas station is today. The house just by that side is where I grew up from. And then, moving back and forth. I'm born to become a king. I am born. That's why they gave me the name Adewale. Adewale means anywhere where he will bring the crown home. It doesn't matter anywhere. They told my mom, they actually predicted for my mom must name me Adewale. They gave me Akorede, which means I will bring wealth wherever, anywhere I am. And that has that I always bring good blessings to anywhere I am. My head, ori tí mo gbé wáyé orí dáadáa ni, orí ọlá ni, orí ayọ̀ ni, orí adé ni, orí owó ni, orí tó lọ́lá ni. And that's why, even since when I was a youth, my father believed in me. That's why he put me in his business. He doesn't even let my brother go to the business.
At what age did you join the business, sir?
From the age of 13. It's not that I joined like that. When I come home for vacation, my father will not go to that business. He will not allow my brother to go. He will not allow anybody to go. He will say only Wale should go. Wale should be there. And believe me, money was coming for it. It was, I don't know, maybe he found out that. And they also gave me the name Olusegun, which means I will always conquer. And then in Islam, they gave me a name which is called Abdulrasheed. Abdulrasheed means a person that is going to teach people the way. born to become a king. And since I was a youth, they have told my mom that they should not see my head, that my head should be covered all the time because my crown is always shining, even when I was a kid.
Wọ́n ní àgbà wa búra béèwé ò bá ṣe é rí. Báwo ni èwe mo fẹ́ mọ báwo láyé ṣe rí when you were growing up? How was it growing up? A lot of your fans are waiting because they hear all sorts about you, but they want it from the horse's mouth, from the king himself.
You see, you want to hear the secret of the king.
Those ones
should come in my book. You should wait for my book. Because believe me, my youth was my youth was rough, just like Jesus Christ's youth was rough. My youth was rough, just like the way Prophet Muhammad's youth was rough. He never went to school. He never went to school. He was never rich. But he became a king of kings, among kings. Believe me, the people that God chooses, it doesn't mean that you have to come from a rich background or anything. Though my father was good, was doing good, was rich, and he sacrificed his life for his town. This town, Iwo town. My father moved back all the way. He moved back from as a managing director at the insurance. He moved back all the way and said, I want to develop my town. And my father, during that time, he built the best house, the first best house in this town. It was an Italian design. Even the king that time, which was may God bless his soul, may God let him rest in peace. The king Abimbola has to call my father. I was there. He has to call my father to the palace. I said, are you building a palace during my lifetime? You know, and it was the best house. He brought everything just because he wants to develop you. Though he lost all the money here, and he has to struggle. But thank God, I'm in this palace now, and this place, which is the palace of my forefathers. And I decided I'm not gonna have any house any other way because this is my forefathers' house. I will build this house. I will make it the best, and I'm making it the best. This palace, I don't need any other house anyway. A king lives in the palace. The king doesn't live in any houses or any houses outside. A king lives in a palace. I can go to Lagos. If I have a property there, if I want to, I can. And if I don't want to, I can stay in hotels, or I have friends in Lagos. Even I have my friend Elegushi. He has a palace there. I can stay in his palace. It doesn't mean. But a king lives in the palace and makes that palace something so beautiful that anybody will be like, wow, what a great palace. Today, within 4 years of my reign, a great achievement. I have done a lot, but uncountable, and I will still keep on doing it. Believe me, let me tell you something. I don't want to be here in 40 or 30 years' time. And then my people will say, Baba, Kiletishe for this country. But me, I decide to change that because I don't. Yes, believe me, I can tell people what I have done. My people, they are happy. They love me because what? I use my money. I use everything I have I bring from outside. I don't take my people's things. I don't sell their land. The only land I can sell is if my land is like Lagos land, like Elegush's land or Banana Island. Yeah, maybe, a plot in Banana Island can go for $1 billion. But I'm not going to sell a plot in Oluwo, which is people sell it for they sell it per acres. And they keep on selling for $60, 60,000 naira per acre. What can 60,000 naira do for you?
Kabiyesi.
So let me tell you something. I don't take from my people. I don't take any of my people's things. I give them. And if they want to give, yes.
Kabiyesi, I am reading a lot of comments in front of me, and a lot of people are asking very simple questions. I'm told Senator Olariyo is watching. I'm sure, yes, I'm told he's watching. So a lot of people are watching right now from all over the world. So I want us to take it.
Tell me what.
Okay, sir. Now, you said you grew up in Ibadan. From Ibadan, did you ever live in Oluwo?
Yes.
Okay, at what stage did you live in Oluwo, sir?
I went to school in Oluwo. I went to Oluwo Grammar School. I went to Oluwo Grammar School. Went to Oluwo Grammar School. I spent 3 years there. There was an occurrence that happened. It's a life-changing occurrence. It happened, and it's very, very. I think it's the way God wants to. My mom used to tell me that that they told her that my head must be covered every time because people are seeing the crown, that I have a crown on my head and it's too shiny and it's very golden. So there was an occurrence that happened in 1981. And that occurrence, they have to send me, it's like a diabolic way that they have to send me out and send me away, not only out of Oluwo, but they send me out to go and die at the age of 13. And I wrote a suicide note. Down.
You wanted to commit suicide? Wow.
No, I didn't want to commit suicide. Somebody did something to me and said I should go and never come back. Go and never, ever come back. And
wow.
It's something I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that one. Because I know.
So where did you then go? Where did you go, Kabiyesi?
I went to Lagos. Okay. Anybody that did this will meet his own Waterloo too. But I'm going never to come back. Imagine that was July 1981.
1981.
But by the grace of God, I was kidnapped twice by ritualists. And right there, the first one, they released me. The second time, they took me again somewhere around. And don't let me. I don't want to mention that area so that people won't stereotype.
Sir, Kabiyesi, is it that some people already saw your future and they didn't want you to become a king one day, or what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened. So, but in the second ritually, when they want to do it, he said, no, we cannot use him. He is a king. He's going to be a king, and he even warned the person that brought me, don't leave him anywhere. Go and put him back. Go crazy. That person has to take me back. And they took me back to Lawansi. The mobile gas station at Lawansi, I still remember that place. So From there,
from
there
Lagos,
there was a great man. There was this man. There was this rich man from Iwo. Barrister Chris sang him. It's called Mabimota. Alaji Alasi is the one that saw me in Lagos and said, "Hey, Adewale, ọmọ Oluwo, ọmọ lọ́nà. And he said I should go into his car. I went into his and they took me to my friend, my father's friend in Lagos at Surulere, and he's the one that brought me back home. And since that time, they said I should not go back to Europe, and that's why. And since that time, every time I try to come back to, which is an hotel, it's Saturday. I came back. I helped him for a while, but then another force came again. That was 1984. Another something came again, and boom, another trouble came again. I have to leave again. They have to, as a youth, as a teenager, going through all. So let me tell you, I have fought wars. God has made me to fight a lot of battles. I have fought even war in Liberia. I am trained for war. God has trained my hands.
You lived in Liberia, sir?
I didn't live there. We went there on a business, me and my brother. And the war caught us there in 1989.
Wow.
And when the war caught us there, they were killing Nigerians. You can remember they killed Tayo Awotusi was killed there. There is another something, Unduka or Undubusi, something like that. There were two journalists of, I think, This Day or magazine or something like that. I don't know. It was so they were killed, but they were killing Nigerians that time. And the rebels came to the embassy. I have to use my own smartness. And I have to join the rebels.
Wow.
And because that was rebel territory. So I need to join the rebel. But there are many times they have taught me to try to kill me because they believe I'm a reconnaissance, walking to the Nigeria and there. So there are many times they try to kill me. 8 times. More than 8 times. Anytime they try to kill one of their somebody that is there was a day that I'm a Nigerian and he brought all the guns. He brought a 38 Magnum. He brought an AK-47. He brought like 3 guns and walked me out. He took me into the forest at night. And he said, "Look back." I look at my back, I saw dead bodies. And he said, "You are dead." Believe me, I call you Uncle Dele, though you are my son. I still call you Uncle Dele.
Thank you, Kabiyesi.
Believe me, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know how I got out of that situation till today, because it was only me and this guy that was there. And he shot all around my feet. He shot. I've been in ambush. I've been ambushed. I'm the only one that got escaped. I have to break the glass of the car and run in the boat. They shot behind me. So believe me, I'm not afraid of any war. I am never scared of any principalities. Nobody is scared because I've been to the shadows of death. From Liberia, I returned to Nigeria, and then the money that I brought back, I tried to get myself with the money. Then I moved to Germany, and then
Germany. Wow!
And I became successful in Germany because that time I became an importer and exporter. In the 90s, I come with one time I can come with like 27, 30 cars. I became very, very successful in Germany. Germany was very great.
This is what they call Orito Madade.
Orito Madade. From here to there, and we're moving, and it's a lot. Well, I thank God. Believe me, my story is a very wonderful one. That's why, let me tell you, only God needs to be. I'm never afraid of witches, witchcraft, voodoo, or anything.
Because you saw it all.
I saw it all.
Okay, then from Germany, did you then go to Canada?
I went to many other countries. I went to England. I went to many other countries, and let me tell you, I didn't just say I'm going to be traveling. I started traveling in 1986. 1986. That's the first time I traveled to London. That was during the time of British Caledonia. There was no British Airways that time. There was British Caledonia that time, and it was a corruption. Believe me, I will tell you, Bashon, unless we are lying to each other, the best president Nigeria ever had, which is taking care of what we wanted and what is killing Nigerians, more than World War I and II combined. Going overseas and building houses and taking our money overseas. He said personally, believe me, it has to start from somewhere. And Buhari started it when he first took over in 1982. But it didn't last long. Nigeria would have been better. We would have been better with what Buhari said at that time, because Nigeria would have rid itself of corruption. Corruption has killed a lot. Corruption is what makes us deprive this nation of good roads. Corruption deprives this nation of good hospitals. Corruption has deprived this country of a lot. Let me tell you, this country, especially the youth, don't get it right. And when the youth don't get it right, then that's why you see Buhari coming back.
In a minute.
Yes,
I wanted us.
I'm not saying that his government is perfect, but believe me,
No,
he himself said no corruption. And believe me, I have seen things with even his own party officials going to jail. The journey of 1,000 miles start with a step. That man is taking a step. In the traditional system too, I'm fighting corruption in the traditional way. Every of that culture and tradition, I'm trying to will them out. It is a different kind of monarchy system that I run in the world. And that's why my people know the truth and my people love me. I'm not, this is a different kind of monarchy system, and I brought that. I don't want to be here. And believe me, because there are many leaders in this country today that we are asking them, what have you done with your life? What have you done for Nigeria? Today, we are leaders, the youth. Ideas rule the world. And ideas rule the world because money itself came from ideas. The idea of money, the way money comes, it's from idea. So idea rules the world, money doesn't. My changing the system has caused me a lot of enemies. Many people don't like my style because they believe that I should stick to the old style. I'm not going to stick to the old style. I write my own.
Yes. We will come there. We will come there. At what stage did it occur to you that you could become the king of Iwo? what prompted it?
It's not only what prompted it. What prompted it much when we were the film.
There were other contestants.
I contested.
So how did you decide that, hey, if I contest, I will make it?
You see, you have to just, one thing you have to do is to believe in yourself. In anything you want to do in this life, you have to believe that I can do it. It's the slogan of Obama when he was running for presidency. He said, yes, we can. And as a junior senator, not having any political background, Obama did it. He won.
Same strategy, Kabiyesi.
No, you just believe in yourself.
Yeah, but then you need to reach out to the kingmakers, you need to reach out to government, you need to lobby this and that. So that's the process.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every day, anytime when believe me, it was a rough road because it takes over 2 years for us to contest for this team. Over 2 years. It's a very rigorous contest. And I'm the lead. I'm the one on the bottom. Because I'm not rich. I don't have money that time.
Kabiyesi, are you sure you didn't have to spend a lot of money?
No, I have to spend. I spend a lot. I spend a lot.
Yes.
And because, let me tell you, first, I have to come. I'm living in Canada. I have to come for meetings. They made the meetings for you to be part of the contestant. Meeting was there for every month. We must come to meetings. And there was an history with Ilu. Before my predecessor, it took 10 years. It took 10 years for us to have another king. So that time, I know I'm going for the long haul. Imagine you coming from Canada every month. Sometimes you just went back and they said, oh, you have to come back because you have to see somebody. So it means like for over 2 years, 2.5 years, I have to come to Nigeria twice a month. Every month. Back and forth. You know how much that is for somebody that works overseas. It's not going to be easy. So, but we thank God.
So what do you think swayed the kingmakers that they decided that you will be their king? Do you know what finally convinced them? And now from there, you also have to go to the governor at the time because it's not just the king.
There's a lot of struggle and everybody fights. Because you see, there's one thing in kingship that many people don't know. Because people check a lot of stuff. People check in a way they consult Ifa, or they go to a prophet, or they go to Alpha. One thing people don't know is that anybody with a bloodline, every Yoruba should listen to this. Everybody with a bloodline that is DNA, is born to a royal family. If any prophet or Alpha or Babalawo sees you, they will say that they see a crown on your head. Everybody with the DNA. And it is very hard. Nobody agrees for each other. It is a very, very, very hard fight. When kingship is more tougher than the governorship.
Kabiyesi,
yes.
Before we continue, we like to have a quick break and play another music, sir. We'll play another music, then we'll continue from there. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
These are Ebenezer.
Okay, relax.
Hello. Yes, before we play the music, I want to speak to some of the viewers. On this platform, we like to respect everybody. And I am talking to a first-class Yoruba king. So please be patient. We're going to ask simple questions and please accept the answers. If you want to say yours, you can come on the program anytime and we invite and allow you. But please, is here as a friend of the house and we will give him an according maximum respect that it deserves. So please, if you have a preconceived battle, I am not involved in any battle. Everybody is my friend. Anybody who knows me knows that everybody is my friend. And the king has a right to say his mind. Kabiyesi, so I'm reading all the comments. People want me to ask all sorts of questions and all that. But I am trying to play it cool. So, and I'm begging anybody who is busy fighting on the platform, please, we don't need any warrior here. We just want to talk to the king. The song I wanted is not ready, so we will continue. Now, Kabiyesi, what is the hierarchy of the Iwo king amongst the children of Oduduwa?
Are you talking about hierarchy in now or
like when you say the Oni is number one, the Orangun of okay or the Orangun of Fila Orangun and so on and so forth. Yes.
I'm talking when I'm talking about what's it called? I'm talking about Osun State. In Osun State, Oluwo is the number 4. The Oni of Ife.
Hello, sir.
I can hear you now.
You can hear me? Okay, yes. So you were talking about the Onis, number 1.
Owa Obokun of Ijesha land, the Orangun of Ila, and Oluwo of Iwo land is number 4.
Number 4.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. I think this is by Chief Commander Ebenezer Obe Okami lẹ́yìn mi. Lẹ́yìn mi, lẹ́yìn mi, lẹ́yìn mi. Lẹ́yìn mi, lẹ́yìn mi, lẹ́yìn mi. Lẹ́yìn mi. Abínú ẹni ó lẹ́yìn mi o. Ẹlẹ́rọ̀ búburú lẹ́yìn mi o. Oníwà búburú lẹ́yìn mi o. Lórí bá bójú wẹ̀yìn, afẹ́fẹ́ pẹlẹbẹ. Bàbùjọ̀ bá bójú wẹ̀yìn, afẹ́fẹ́ pẹlẹbẹ. Lórí bá bójú wẹ̀yìn, afẹ́fẹ́ pẹlẹbẹ. Bàbùjọ̀ bá bójú wẹ̀yìn, afẹ́fẹ́ pẹlẹbẹ. Yes. I'm waiting for His Imperial Majesty. Thank you, sir. Okay. His Imperial Majesty is demonstrating that we must all wear our face mask. I have so much for the time. So we were speaking about Osun State, and you've just told us in hierarchy. So Oluwo is very, very important in Yoruba land. So could you tell us about some of the past Oluwos and what you learned about them? Because I'm told that before you become king, you are taken into isolation, which is like maybe a preparation ground where they prepare you for the difficult task ahead. Did you go through all that, sir?
Yes, you have to go through that. You must go through it, baby. And everything you have to do it. So, and it was done. You have to go through it, baby. My forefathers went through it. You have to go through it, baby. Baby is a place where you just, you do some things that you have to do, and then you get to know the chief, and you got to know some people.
Okay. Also, after you became king, there has been loads and loads of controversies. Why do you think some people are always opposed to everything you do? Why? I read here, someone said you are very arrogant, you are this, you are that. Kings normally always appear arrogant. Even there were kings who beheaded people in the past. Is there? Yes. Could you tell us the story behind all this?
If you are close to me and you know many of my friends and they are close to me, and you too, Are, you know the kind of person I am. My friend knows me that I'm not arrogant, but when it comes to rights, I tell it as it is. What I'm trying to tell the Yoruba race especially is that, okay, for example, do you know that the Yoruba culture has taken a lot of beating and we are listening?
Yes, I'm just writing down some things, yes.
The Israelites has come up with a Messiah. They came up with Jesus. The Arabs, they came up with the Prophet Muhammad. Do you know that we, all the people that we can have as prophets, we are being demonized? The people we call God, Orisha, in our own land. Ogun is about Ogunakpai. Shango is about Shangoakpai. When the white man wants to bring Jesus, did they depict Jesus as the one that that will kill you? Did they depict Muhammad as somebody that will kill you? But we have this culture that is about to other land. For them to see Shango as somebody that can help, as a deity that can help. Most of our deities are deities of killings. When is the black man going to come with a Messiah? Are we so dark inside and dark? And people say, "Oh, believe me, my place here is a Muslim town, and I met it like that." But at the same time, I believe that a Messiah, a great Messiah, can come out of the black race. That's if we clean our mind. That's if we clean our culture of all these rituals, murders, all these secret societies that deals in killings. All I'm saying is that you can't promote a culture and tradition that is, even the kings. You know that people fear kings. It will cost you. Ìjọ wo lèèyàn fẹ́ gbàdúrà ọba? Ìjọ wo la gbọ́ pé ọba ló máa gbàdúrà? Ọba ni aláṣẹ. The kings are the one they call. Ó tiẹ̀ tún wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, wọ́n ní kí là ń fọ ọba pé ọba aláṣẹ. Why is it that we don't use our àṣẹ, our authorities, our diabolical ways? Why don't we use it to do good? Why is it that we have to use it to do bad all the time?
Obviously, do you believe that you are too radical and that is the problem?
You have to challenge the status quo. If the youth of today don't challenge the status quo, they will never grow. You will never.
You don't think it should be gradual? You know, when you move 360 degrees, there will be a lot of instability. Listen.
The black man has been waiting too long. We are sitting as lazy people who don't want to use our minds, who don't want to come up with ideas. When are we going to start manufacturing? We can't go and learn about designing the gold, and we mine the gold here, and we refine the gold here, design it here, and we call it Nigerian gold. Why is our own gold taken to Italy? They will design it in Italy, then bring it back to us and sell it for exorbitant prices and call it Italian gold. Somebody has to come and change this system. I decide to do what? To sacrifice myself in order to make a change.
A lot of people have asked me, those who know I'm close to you have asked me, what is his staying power? They believe one thing that Kabiyesi has is that your people love you a lot. I drove with you, prostrating on the streets, everybody greeting. Yes, Kabiyesi. So the love of your people, I tell people, is what is sustaining you. But I believe you are extremely radical. And in our society, a king is supposed to be conservative. So is there any way that you think you can tone down the radicalism?
Listen, I'm a young adult. I'm not a teenager. I'm not a youth. I'm a young adult. I'm in my 50s. I can look young because of the way the changes that David, that Solomon, as a king, brought down. But in the Yoruba race, and let me tell you one thing, God, all the kings that God has appointed, he has never appointed an old man. He appointed youths. Even King Asa in the Bible was 12 years old. You won't see anybody that God will tell them to go and appoint. I read histories. I read even more than the Bible, the Ben Sirach, Baruch, Tobias, Maccabees. Read history. And there is when you will know the culture and traditions. Let me tell you, you become a king when you're a youth and you grow older to that. Most of our in Yoruba land, they tend to want to give leadership. Kingship is a position of service. It's not a position that you go there and just be relaxing. And in Nigeria has brought a lot of development to my town. Today.
Yes, but people feel you are disrupting the system. That is the problem.
If the old system is not working, what do you do to it? There was no development in my land before I came. No. None in state or federal. For me to get that, I must be aggressive. With the government of the day, I must tell them that my town is lacking everything. You need somebody to wait this. Have you, before I become king, yeah, there is Iwo, but have you ever heard about Iwo like this before? A
lot of us were disturbed when you said you were emir of Iwo.
Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, emir. Listen, what does emir mean? What does I call myself a king now. It's English word, and you don't get offended by it. Emir is not an Hausa word. Emir is an Arabic word. So if I can call myself a king and you don't have a problem, if I call myself
like Allah and God.
In German, you call him König. König. I'm König. So if I call myself in Germany, I'm König. You don't have problem with that. Why do you have problem with Arabic language? Emir is Arabic language.
Yes, I wanted you to answer that. Yes, it's good. It's good that you
another thing. Another thing is that Are, you are from somebody from Iwo. If he's living all his life in Abeokuta, who is his king?
The Alake.
If he has been, Alake is his. If I have a Kano person here, who is his emir? A man from Kano, living all his life here, paying taxes, doing everything in the world. Who is his emir? This is unity. Nigeria must unite. And that is it. Nigeria has to unite. We have until we break Nigeria up. I am the emir in Iwo land. I am the Obi. I am the Obi. I am the Eze of the Enugu man here. I am the Ata of the Igala man here. I am the Sultan of the Sokoto man here. Even Sultan is an Arabic word. Arabic word of king. What is the problem?
Fantastic.
Why are people not having? It's about knowledge.
Obviously, a lot of people are enjoying this education. I'm seeing the response. A lot of people are enjoying
it. Knowledge. What's the problem? Yeah. If I live my life, all my life in Kano for over 40 years, and Iwo is not my home anymore. Kano is my home. If I've been living there for 40 years, paying taxes and everything, I can only come to Iwo. Many people living in London today, some of them come to Nigeria, they can't even spend 1 month, 2 months. because they have to go back to their work or they have to go back to their bills. Their origin is see that place as their own, they will never be stable. You have to let your people be stable. Give them independence in a place where they didn't originate from. Obama was born in Hawaii. Obama was born in Hawaii. Even Hawaii doesn't have a land border with their states. Obama was born in Hawaii, went to Chicago, and from there he became a senator in Chicago, a junior senator. And from that same Chicago, he became the...
What has been your major achievement since becoming the Oluwo of Iwo?
the opening of the mind of the people. And I just got a Federal College of Education approval. A Federal College of Education being approved by the President, Muhammadu Buhari, for Iwo, the only one that came to the Southwest, the only college that the President, I have built a modern, like an Arc of Triumph in France. I built it past by myself for the city center. I funded it by myself. The Arc of Triumph, you know the Arc of Triumph in France? I depicted it. I'm going to build Trafalgar Square. Now, all this is what brings what? What does it bring? It brings tourism. I'm not going to put the head of Ogun down and tell people to come and look at that and be pouring libations on it. And you think our youths of today what you artificial ways of moving our tourism and culture up. America was not a tourism place. Canada was not a tourism place. Niagara Falls today, everybody goes there. They made it. The Grand Canyon, Disney World. These are what drives tourism. We're very blessed. We're blessed. But the way we're still doing it, we're doing it the old way. Old way will not work for our youth. They will never. The tradition is there, but you have to enhance it. Imagine me putting an osani right here and pouring red oil and everything on top of it. And I think that will attract. They will run away. To make your own, write your own history. So bring your own costume, new ones. Like you say, you want to bring your forefathers in 1902. What's it called? That there is a diabolical children anymore. This culture is caring our children. We need to.
I have a friend in Nigeria, and she's watching you right now, Abiola, and I can see she's very excited. I'm sure telling back. That they are attracted by what you are saying now. That they will love
foreign libations, which some people will bring, we believe that it might affect them spiritually. Then you are doing it. No, you do that in your own bedroom. America does that. Canada does that. Every country does that. In the Caribbean,
Benga Adeyinka the first is watching and is saying hello to Kabiyesi, Mr. Benga. Thank you so much.
Okay,
yes,
I greet him.
Yes, so Kabiyesi, so what it means, some people are saying Egungun has to be careful now in the woodland.
Yeah, Egungun
so
must
they cannot practice in the old style.
No, not the old style. We need to move. We need to move forward. Our culture still stays. It's like just a palace. A palace built of palm fronds, leaves back in the days. It's still called a palace. And when we move up to mud, it's still called a palace. When it's not built of bricks, it's still called a palace. It's the same thing. Our tradition is still our tradition. But there must be growth. There must be updating. There must be upgrading. And it doesn't matter if they don't like it. But this system needs for you. You see, the Buhari is aggressive. That's how he got the corruption stuff. I am going to be aggressive. It doesn't matter if people the best interest of my people at heart and the best interest of this country. Let God judge me. And that's what I'm about.
Kabiyesi, do you have the king makers behind your revolutionary ideas?
I'm carrying them along.
Kabiyesi there. Kabiyesi, I suspect some calls are still coming through the phone. Yes. Wow. The internet has frozen. Kabiyesi, can you hear me, sir? Kabiyesi, the Ààrẹ Akogun, the retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, Mr. AIG. Yes, he's saying hello. Everybody, you cannot imagine you've crossed 1,000 since and you've maintained 1,000 for some time. That is great on Instagram. Great, great, great. So, Kabiyesi, I was asking if the kingmakers ideas.
And you see, they are catching up. Because I came with a Concorde airline. I came with a Concorde jet. You know, Concorde jet gets to where it's going or faster than the conventional one. So I have on my Concorde jet. They will get used to it with time. You know, they are moving with me. I'm moving them along. They are doing a great job. Iwo is doing great.
Fantastic.
Iwo is doing great.
We've gone past, we are close to 1.5 hours now. So before we end the conversation, I want to ask a very technical question.
Okay.
You know of a man called Nelson Mandela?
Yes. He is a great hero. A legend that I've never seen ever before. Believe me. Nelson Mandela, though he went through all those sufferings, but he saw the future of South Africa cannot be sustained driving the white man away. Take all Nigerians to Canada and you bring all Canadians to Nigeria. That the Canadians will make Nigeria like Canada, and within years, Canada will be a lot. It's not working. We all need to know that we have rights. We all need to know that we need to build a great nation. This nation is supposed to be great, but it's with the sacrifice of all. people.
The reason I asked about Mandela, I deliberately asked about Mandela, was that what was the greatest attribute that we could learn from Mandela?
To forgive the white.
Are you willing?
Just a moment. They have to turn the generator on.
Okay, sir.
That's Nigeria for you.
It's okay. Nigeria will be. If someone has a touch on the phone, we can manage that for now.
Yes. But
good. I can see you. We can see you now, Kabiyesi.
Okay.
Yes, we can see you.
Can you okay, they are turning the generator on in a minute.
No problem, sir. So I was saying that it's spirit of forgiveness. So are you willing to forgive those who have offended you, Kabiyesi?
Yes, I am willing, but believe me, out of the black race, people are still telling you they are willing to forgive, they are willing to come to you, but they are still planning evil for you.
No, it doesn't matter. People, there will always be bad people in every society.
Yeah, I want you to know. I want you to know that I don't have enemies. Do you know who I have? I have supporters. I have helpers. I call them my helpers and my supporters. Have enemies. The so-called enemies, I call them supporters, because before I can climb to the top, I need a step. Those people are my step to go to the top.
Yes, so you are at the top. That's why I'm saying that Mandela was in prison for 27 years. He had the opportunity to kill all his enemies when he came out. Yeah. But he didn't do that. That is why we have Mandela as one of the greatest statesmen ever. I am asking, sir, that are you willing to be a Mandela in Nigeria?
Yes, when they give me a olive branch, I'm ready, and I'm ready to just extend my olive branch.
As your Are, do you empower me to get involved? Thank you so much. So, and people can see, yes. We need unity. We need unity in Yoruba land. And without unity in Iwo land, in Gbongan, in Ile-Ife, and everywhere, then there will be no unity in Yoruba land. So that sacrifice you spoke about, I want us to practicalize it. That is why I'm asking. Can you say?
I said it's a collective responsibility. It's a collective responsibility. But one thing is sure, in this world, when you are meant to be great, you will have some people who are holding a dagger, who are holding a sword. When they're holding a sword, you know how you just have to, like, you won't go to where they're in my own business. I'm good. And I'm good.
No, Kabiyesi, if you allow me to sing, I will tell you that ìjà gbọ́dọ̀ parí ogun adẹ̀tàn. Ogun atán.
You know one thing, I don't see no war, because what I do, do you know my best secret? Do you know my secret? My secret is Thanksgiving. When I see any trials, any principalities, any war coming, I just thank God that you don't fight some who is nobody. It means I am somebody. I am.
You know that you understand what I'm saying.
I believe in thanking God.
Yes.
And that's it. And when I thank
But he
I
who does
when
not
I thank
believe
God,
in human beings cannot believe in God. So that's why I want us to commit. You see, if there is something we will achieve tonight, Kabiyesi,
yeah,
publicly before God and before man, is that Kabiyesi is not fighting with anybody.
no,
Kabiyesi is willing to unite with every. You have not sent me, but it's something that my spirit told me I must do, and I hope you will give me that honor to achieve it. Kabiyesi. I cannot be ààrẹ for fun. A lè fi ní jórí àwòdì ká má lè gbádìí yẹ Kábíyèsí wọn gbọ́dọ̀ fi yẹn jórí àwòdì àwòdì.
mo ti fi Dele Momodu jẹ ààrẹ, mo ti fi joyè.
Exactly.
Báwo bá ti lè gbádìí ẹ?
Bí ìbá lè gbádìí yẹ, oyè yẹn ò tọ́ sí mi nìyẹn. So Kábíyèsí, mo dúpẹ́ lọ. Yes, Kábíyèsí.
Sends his greetings.
That is my Oga at Concord newspaper.
Let me show him thanks to you. It's by my side.
Oga mi.
Let me wear my.
I still saw him on NTA. Mojuba o, Alhaji. Mo yìí juwọ́ sí lórí NTA about 2 days ago or so. Mo rí there. Okay, ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa the new school of education in Iwo. Good to see you, sir. Ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ mo wà, sir. Màá pè yín later, sir. Ẹ ṣe ẹ kú àdúró tí Kábíyèsí. Ẹ jọ, we must make it happen. Iwo must be one. Lórí Kábíyèsí, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí ìlú túká, ìlú Iwo must be one. Ẹ jọ. Alhaji fi ṣe iṣẹ́ ṣe fún bẹ̀bẹ̀ ni.
Come and witness it very soon, inshallah.
Ẹ jọ sà, ẹ pẹ́ fún wa. My boss, good to see you, sir. Good to see you, sir. Ẹ ṣe. Kabiyesi today is one of my most exciting days. Trust me, Kabiyesi, and this honor, by the grace of God, we're going to come to Iwo and have a big carnival. Everybody tó jẹ́ ọmọ Iwo, àtẹni tó jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ Iwo, we will all come there by the grace of God. Inú mi dùn láti rí ọ̀gá mi Alhaji Ilẹ̀ Aditela. Inú mi dùn gan ni. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ọ̀gá mi. Thank you, sir. So very excited to speak to you, and I can tell you this has been one of my most popular interviews.
Everybody knows is that we need all I want to say is that Nigeria.
I can hear you now, sir. I can hear you, sir. I can hear you, Kabiyesi. Oh, it's going again. The network should let us finish in 2 minutes. If the Kabiyesi can come back on for 2 minutes, I'll be very happy. I'm hoping the Kabiyesi can join us again in 2 minutes. Hoping Kabiyesi can still join us. Yes. Okay, I can see Kabiyesi now. Thank you, sir, for coming back. Okay, Kabiyesi is connecting, and then he will have his closing remarks. Then we will play a final song before we go. Thank you, sir.
Yes, and Now I can hear you. I think we have problem with the net.
With the internet, yes, sir.
For this country, if you don't find a different direction from the what we met that has not been working, then you have betrayed this country, because your silence is a betrayal of your own conscience. And if you don't want people to start asking you in 30 years' time, what did you do? What did your own generation do? In our old glory, you have to write your own history every day. You write a new history. And God bless you all. I want this nation to be great. This country needs to be great because we are the hope of all the black nations everywhere in the world. This is the most popular black nation. This is the nation that we consider as the greatest in Africa. And if this country is not great, Nigeria needs to take the lead. And I believe God has come to Nigeria because I've seen the signs. The signs of time is making Nigeria that it will be great. You know,
Kabiyesi. On this note, I want to thank Kabiyesi for agreeing to speak to me. There are still loads of questions, and you won't believe it. Those who don't see eye to eye with Kabiyesi, to those who are complaining about his wife and everything, when we say we have unity, unity is not for one person, it's for everybody. Everybody will unite. Ahọ́n àtẹnu wọn máa ń jà. Wọ́n ní jà lóde lórí dòwe. So I just want to tell those who are complaining that you don't want. We have achieved something monumental tonight, and I salute the courage of Kabiyesi, because it takes a lot of courage, it takes sacrifice to say, I am not fighting anybody. Kabiyesi ẹ̀pẹ́láyé o, ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní dàgbàyà, ẹ ṣé gan ni, Kabiyesi. So we'll play some music now, and then we'll call it a day. Thank you all. It's been wonderful tonight. Thank you all. Ẹ ṣé o. 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 Afọ́jú ti bá ẹ fọ́jọ́ o. Ẹ ṣé 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 o. Afọ́jú ti bá ẹ fọ́jọ́ o. Ẹ ṣé o. Ìbọ̀dé máa lòlò tàbí kọrin afọ́jú tó máa dàbí ẹni tó ní. Ìbọ̀dé máa lòlò tàbí kọrin afọ́jú tó máa dàbí ẹni tó ní. Oníkanlá jẹ́ ṣé ọmọ pété. Afọ́jú ìfẹ́ ti fẹ́ o. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ tẹ́tẹ́ lẹ́yìn mi. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ kí ló pè ní kúrẹ́tọ̀? Olùdásílẹ̀. Mo ní kí ló pè ní fáńdà? Olùdásílẹ̀. Olúwa ṣe náà speakers. Olùdásílẹ̀ Afọ́jú. Àti sọ́kẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí. Ayé mi kan kádàrádà wọ́n kàn lè fọwọ́ mi sẹ́yìn mi. Àsìkò àwájú ti lérò bọ́dé bí mo wá. Fọ̀ṣọ́ọ̀lì lọ́nà tó.
wọ́n ṣe máa lòlò tàbí kọrin àfojúdi tó máa dàbí ẹni tó ní. Àfojúdi sí lọ fi dà sígbà sí wa lọ́dẹ. Àfojúdi sí lọ fi dà sígbà sí wa lọ́dẹ. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ẹtí tó ríṣiríṣi. Ṣẹ̀gbẹ́ yìí tó rí bìrì ní ẹ̀mú kó lára. Jíjọ́ sínú sàgbàdéwé ìlú sínú rẹ̀ kí ló ṣe lára ọ̀dọ́. Ẹ̀já wọn lápá tí ó yọ. Ẹlẹ́gbọ́n mi lábàánà sínú àgbòdè. Ẹ̀já wọn lápá. Ó ti lè mú kápẹ́rẹ́ àpàlà máa gbó.
Thank you. Bisola,
Ó ti lè mú kápẹ́rẹ́ àpàlà máa gbó. Gbọ́dọ̀ lẹ́gbẹ̀rún ọdún dandan ni. A ò ní gbọ́kú Elédùmarè. Èèwọ̀ òrìṣà o. Ẹja wọn lápọ̀ tí ó yọ ẹjọ́.
God bless you.
Ẹgbẹ́ báwọn ṣúná máa ní àbọ̀ṣe ń lọ àbúrò jùjú. Àbúrò jùjú ní jọ́sí. Agbọ́ra wàìwàì ara mi ayá gágá. Làkúrẹ́dẹ́ ò sí lọ ọ̀rọ̀ mi. Ẹ̀dá wọn dáwọ́ lọ́dọ̀ o. Ẹ̀dá wọn. Gbogbo lólùfẹ́ Ṣínà Peters. Báwọn aláìgbàgbọ́ bá máa wí. Wọ́n ní Ṣínà Peters wọn ò títà kó mẹ́rẹ́ ṣe wọn ò títà kó mọ rí nǹkan. Èrè lọ ní pé ẹ ó bá mi sẹ́yìn o. Wàsá lọ ní pé ẹ ó bá mi sẹ́yìn o. Bó ṣe bí tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ rí wá ní Ṣínà Peters mo rí kan. Àmọ́ ẹ̀ ti bá mi sẹ́yìn o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bọ̀ yìí. Orí tó máa mọ́ gbọ́ wa. Ìgbà ládùn. Ṣínà Peters lórí ẹ̀ èmi lọ́dọ̀ fún o. Bó ṣe bí tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ rí wá ní Ṣínà Peters mo rí kan. Àmọ́ ẹ̀ ti bá mi sẹ́yìn o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bọ̀ yìí. Orí tó máa mọ́ gbọ́ wa. Ìgbà ládùn. Ṣínà Peters lórí ẹ̀ èmi lọ́dọ̀ fún o. The gender is where go talk to my people. The gender is where go talk.
Fẹ́mi David ló pín ogún sí tán. Olùgbàlà jagun òye. Orin ayọ̀ la ó máa kọ. Hallelujah. ti kọjá òjìǹde lónú òkú ẹ fògo fún Ọlọ́run wa.